The Atoms Archive, a collection of revolutionary thought. Prologue. Written by Eva Rodriguez. Written in 2103. In the year 2043, the world was a vastly different place. A dystopian society ruled by a powerful government and corporate conglomerates had taken over. Individual freedoms were a thing of the past, replaced by strict regulations and control over every aspect of life. It was in this world that John Adams, a man of routine and obedience, began to question the reality of his surroundings. As he delved deeper into the secrets and lies of the ruling parties, John realized the true cost of freedom and the power of individual thought. Though he was captured and interrogated, he refused to be silenced. Instead, he turned to the only weapon he had left, his words. John started a secret blog, writing about his experiences and exposing the government's secrets to the world. His words inspired people from all over the globe to join him in the fight for freedom and democracy. And though he never lived to see the changes he fought for, his legacy lived on, inspiring generations to come. This archive is a collection of John Adams' blog posts, a testament to the power of one person's determination and courage in the face of oppression. They are a reminder that even in a world where the government and corporations have absolute control, there is still hope for change. May these words continue to inspire others to stand up against tyranny and fight for a better future. Title: The Truth About Food in a Dystopian Society. Date: January 1, 2043. Author: John Adams. In a world where the government and corporate conglomerates control every aspect of our lives, it's no surprise that they also control what we eat. The government claims that their restrictions are in place to ensure that everyone gets the nutrients they need, but in reality, it's just another way for them to maintain control and for the conglomerates to make profits. The food that they provide us is not only limited but also highly processed and filled with harmful chemicals. This is not what our bodies need to thrive. It's time for us to demand access to fresh, healthy food that nourishes our bodies and minds. We need to start growing our food in our own gardens and communities, taking control of our diets and our lives. We also need to demand that the government and conglomerates provide us with better food and stop controlling what we eat. It's time to take a stand and fight back against this oppressive system. We need to show the government and conglomerates that we won't stand for their lies and their profits at the expense of our health and well-being. Title: The Importance of Free Speech in a Controlled Society. Date: January 8, 2043. Author: John Adams. In a world where the government and corporate conglomerates control every aspect of our lives, free speech is more important than ever. It's our only way to express our ideas, opinions, and beliefs, to challenge the status quo, and hold those in power accountable. Without the ability to speak freely, we become nothing more than robots, blindly following orders without question. We need to demand the right to free speech and expression. We need to inspire others to join us in the fight for freedom, to speak out against government policies and corporate actions that we disagree with. We need to show the government and conglomerates that we won't let them take away our right to free speech and expression. It's time for us to take a stand and demand change. We need to show the government and conglomerates that we won't stand for their lies and their profits at the expense of our freedom. Title: The Environment and the Cost of Progress in a Dystopian World. Date: January 15, 2043. Author: John Adams. As our world faces environmental crises, it's important to understand the role that the government and corporate conglomerates play in exacerbating these issues. The government's focus on progress and economic growth, in partnership with the corporate conglomerates' focus on profits at any cost, has come at a massive cost to the environment and our quality of life. They allow corporations to pollute our air and water, destroy natural habitats, and exploit resources without regard for the consequences. And while they claim that these actions are necessary for progress and profits, in reality, they're only helping a select few at the expense of everyone else. It's time for us to take a stand and demand change. We need to push the government and conglomerates to prioritize the environment and take action to protect our planet for future generations. We can start by making small changes in our own lives, such as reducing our energy consumption and waste. We can also support politicians who prioritize the environment and work to elect officials who will take meaningful action to combat climate change and environmental destruction. It's time for us to take a stand and fight for a better future. We need to show the government and conglomerates that we won't stand for their lies and their profits at the expense of our environment and our future.